What?
I enjoyed.
See, do you know how my day was just so dry? Now I'm rethinking my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm rethinking my life. What is going on? Is it that am I the problem or are people the problem? Because my salad did not salad anything. Nobody even called me, nothing. But it's okay. Eid Mubarak to all that celebrate, and apparently, and one of the streets is that today is Children's Day. So happy Children's Day to all that celebrate too. Did you celebrate that?
Yes, happy Children's Day to also. Yes, so as I was just getting ready for the program this evening, today is a good day because my mommy sent me mommy Children's Day mommy. Oh my God, you won't believe.
My parents have financially abandoned me, and here they are sending me money for Children's Day.
But
wow,
actually,
something needs to be set right.
No.
What?
Prior to this, actually, I just recovered from an illness.
Me too.
I was admitted in the hospital.
Me too.
I was admitted in the hospital.
Me too.
I just got discharged on Monday. So they were like, "This one, we are not even there with you."
Yeah.
Then yesterday I was on phone with her. She said, "I'm going to visit your sister. I'll cook different things. So I'm just going to take to her so that she can." I said, "What about me?" They said, "You're not here." I said, "Send it.
Sunday morning."
It. And they did.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. So
I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you had an exciting day, and I hope
too.
everybody had the kind of day Maybell had, because my day was just what the heck did I even do today? I woke up. Okay, I woke up with the heaviness that I had a lot of work to do. Not that the work was like, how would I put it? That I didn't want to do the work, just the enormity of the work, how overwhelming the work was. So I just said a little prayer. I didn't even journal. I didn't even do anything. I just turned on my laptop and started editing, working. But at least now, my phone for just bleep. Maybe somebody just say, Wendy.
But you know, it was not all roses today. Like,
now you sabi. I don't care what else
listen
to
to a
add to the story.
I felt so heavy today because I was actually financially down. Do you know, I was worrying to the point that I was not afraid to have faith. So I had to literally go on my knee. Like, I had to pause all those thinking, all this emotion. Calm down first. I went to me and I said, "Please, God, only you can help me." I started remembering times that
you were buoyant.
That I have not, God came through. So I said, "What was this?" I had to pray, and I felt that peace. And from there, everything started working out. Then this week, I achieved something. Remember that I told I wanted to do that stuff? I didn't know whether to call it a vlog or a
documentary, yeah.
So yes,
you did something like that.
It's cooking.
Really?
Yes, I'm so.
What's the topic on?
I gave it a name on the spot while shooting it. I found.
Do you want to share?
Yes.
Okay.
Experience.
I love that a lot.
You know, I told you what it's about now.
So just do you want to share about it? Do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just about like going out into the street, meeting people, and just allowing them share their story, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
What brought them to Kaduna? The regrets and possible things they want to do better. And now, not celebrities, not like popular people, like just random.
The everyday
people.
person.
Yes, an everyday person. Yeah.
So it will be releasing on Instagram. How do you plan?
Instagram,
YouTube,
TikTok, Facebook.
Okay, I can't wait to see that. So let's wait on this. Cook. This chef, she is cooking with experience, and somebody just waltzed and sashayed into the studio.
Yes, so
we have.
Hi, I'm Chinaza.
Chinaza, how was your day today?
My day was okay.
What made it okay? What was the most exciting thing you did today? Please. Right on.
I finished the book that I've been reading for a while now.
Okay, what's the name?
So.
All right, let's go. Naza, what book were you reading?
Lord of the Fading Lands.
Say again?
Lord of the Fading Lands.
Lord of the Fading Lands. It sounds like a sci-fi movie or a fantasy movie. Sorry, a fantasy book.
Yes, fairies.
Fairies, fantasy. Okay.
Yes.
So how was that?
Actually, the book was nice, but the fact that I have been postponing it, like whenever I open a page, I slip off. Whenever I open a page,
It wasn't
I slip
good?
off. It was nice. I've read the book before. I'm actually rereading it. So, the fact that I was able to finish it today, actually made my day.
Yeah.
At least I can start another book. Something like that.
See, that's the most exciting thing about reading. Sometimes you just start a book and it's exciting, but you're just like, okay, can you like wrap
Finish
yourself
it
up
so
so I
you
can
start
move on to the next story, so I can relate to that. I'm proud of you. Well done.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so today is you wanted us to address something on the show
Yes.
about Children's Day and something. Yeah.
But before we start, please, where are we going on? I have something exciting in mind.
Okay, so all right, let's properly introduce the show. This is for the sisters, and what we do here is we ladies, women, girls will come together to talk about our day, what we're experiencing. We'll pick a topic. It's divided into 3 segments. We have the gist segment today. Today's gist segment is very political. Okay, go and get your PVC. We'll delve into that very, very soon. And no, it's not even a laughing matter. Number 2 is feminine corner. Feminine corner is where we talk about our hygiene, our health, and our bodies. So today is World Menstrual Hygiene Day, and I have a doctor on standby. I know that I spoke about saying that we are going to bring a makeup artist this week, but this is the week of menstruation and period, so it will be not normal to not talk about menstruation, so we are taking that to next week. And then our main topic is friendship breakup. We give our thoughts, our 2 cents, and also bring you into the conversation. I'll be the pilot of today's show, but before we get into whether I'm a pilot, a sailor, a driver, Nikeba in Aga this week.
Oh my God, from the U to the K. UK.
Okay, baby, where in the UK are we going to?
Okay, there's this place I discovered. Let me Bristol Beach. Yes.
Where is they?
New Quay at Cornwall. Don't worry, you will not
Okay.
know, but me, I know.
You
I'm taking you down.
So who would I drive? Am I driving or is he? Okay, you'll be pointing it out for me. So so now we're in Nigeria currently, right?
Yeah.
We have to take a flight to UK. So when we get to the UK, the new key, we have to now be on a boat or yacht. Okay, so I'm both a pilot and a sailor.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
You have your visas, you have your passports.
Already all set.
All right, as a pilot and sailor of today is a yacht and PJ Kaijaga. Is it private jet?
Yes, please.
Okay, as a sailor of this yacht and the pilot of this private jet, my name is Chingwendo Perpetual Dimwe. You can call me the girl with the sizzle and burn. Sometimes you call me DJ or Naga or Fuma, because without me, if any name, make guinea. Oh, yes, Sigo. Oh, maybe Sigo. Oh, be Sigo. Oh, the Nana, that's a period. Baby, cook it. With me, my co-pilot.
Yes, so Queen Mabi love Iduma.
Yeah, Mabi Love is here, and we have Naza is here. We're live on Facebook at Invicta FM at 98.9, and also on YouTube at Invicta FM 98.9 online TV. You are seeing the studio, but us, we're already, in the air. I am gonna go there. Casey with the song Netflix.
My man, my puta.
Okay, so let's get in and walk in. Maybe if you never this your headsets.
It's not used to UK lifestyle. It's
get lifestyle. All right, we are bored. There's PJ to the United Kingdom. All right, so you were saying something. You wanted us to address something about Children's Day. Go ahead.
Thank you for that. So I was saying that there's this saying they used to say that a little girl behaves just like an adult female will behave in terms of being jealous or craving or being naughty,
doing makeup,
all the girly things. So it's like we never actually outgrow that inner child. Every lady still has that inner child, no matter how tough, no matter how serious, no matter how thick-skinned you are. And even what I discovered recently, that even men have that, and the only reason why is as if it's not there is because society have already believed that you should be a man, you should man up, but everybody has that inner child.
Yeah.
So this day is celebrating Children's Day, not just for the ones that will become adults tomorrow, but even you. There's a person when Papa never died and also child.
Person picking.
And we are all children of God. Yes.
Yeah.
So by all means, you're a child. To address that inner child in you, give it all the love, give it all the care. Take a time to pause from being an adult and being serious and overthinking and everything. Like also celebrate yourself, because you're what celebrating on Children's Day too.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I subscribe to that school of thought too, because it's something we, psychologists say all the time, or even therapists, or even people say that an adult is basically a child in a grown person's body,
Yeah.
because you still see them through tantrums, and even as an adult now, I realize that all of those things that I wanted growing up, I still crave for it. I still want to play. I still want to be under the rain. I still want to run around. But now you subdue all of those things or suppress it, because now you're meant to be an adult. So the rebel, an adult rebel, is the person that says, I'm not going to, be that adult that you want me to be. I am going to play, because I still have the desires, and it's still
and come
in
to
me.
think of it, that's a cure for all these BP and blood
Yeah,
pressure, all these
over
problems.
seriousness,
And
like let's just
then
chill.
if you handle things as a child, you don't hold things to heart. You know how children are free spirited, free will. Your life will be easy. Things will sort itself out.
Yeah.
You won't burden yourself with a lot of things. You just know that, okay, I will do my best and leave the rest, just like a child. Yeah.
Even the Bible says, emulate children.
The childlike faith.
The
Trust
childlike
with your whole, all in all.
Yeah, you realize that you have, even as a child, you have like a lot of dreams. You want to conquer the world, but then slowly you start growing up and you realize that, the world is really competitive. There are really, like, people can be against you,
And the world
like
is
nobody is that,
cruel.
as a child, people are like, oh, you're such a cute baby, blah, blah. But then when you grow up, it's like, no, you are not that cute. There are people around you.
What of that? Do you have an inner self, like an inner child, like your baby? Are you in touch with your inner child?
Yes, of course. I am. Once in a while, she shows herself.
In what way? I like that she said she shows herself. In what way?
Yeah, once in a while, she shows herself. Like, okay, most time I do go for evening walks, and I usually feel this notion to just be jumping and don't that jump.
I can
And most time I indulge myself. I indulge it. Like,
Even
I like
your hair.
like,
be doing chakalam,
like, that hopping.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of thing. Once I look back, I look front, I don't see any mature person coming my way. I just start jumping.
Yeah.
Like, I jump, I indulge the child, make her feel so happy.
Yeah.
Yes, before
And
I
you
come.
realize that you are super excited.
Yes.
And yes, I mean, it's very valid for you to, look back and forth. But at some point in my life, I was just like, there ain't no looking back and forth here. If it makes you uncomfortable, that is your business. We did a video. The video we did. Guess
description game.
the description game Invicta. Please, if you haven't seen that video, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go on our Facebook, Invicta FM 98.9. So I can remember when my team won, I and Eric won, and I didn't even know what I said. Oh my gosh, I love you! I love you! I love you! I was so excited. The serious and conscious she would be like, okay, yeah, we got it. But that was like a little bit just like expression of joy, love, and I must tell you that's my favorite part of that video.
Like,
anytime I see that video, that's the part I always go back to, because I liked. That is who I want to be every day. I liked that
Wow.
I jumped, I was loud, I was chaotic with my expression.
Then when I'm in touch with my inner child, there's this security man. There are two. One is young, one is old.
Yeah.
So the older person like kind of gives me that fatherly, So when I'm coming back from work, tired, exhausted, under this Kaduna sun,
Yeah.
and you see him smiling from a distance, immediately, no matter my mood, I start starting like this. Pa, pa,
Yeah.
pa,
Papa, yeah.
I put my hand on my waist.
Oh, really?
You join me, pa, pa,
Aw,
pa, pa.
yeah.
So just that few seconds, and next thing I'm inside already. There's this relief of,
Yeah.
the weight on my shoulder no longer feels like it's there
Heavy,
again. Yeah, heavy.
yeah.
So yeah, that's mostly every day now. It happens anytime he's on duty. So yes.
Yeah, that's the most free you can actually be, to just be a child again. And going to serious matters now. I know our inner child is there, but so when was it? Last week Friday.
Okay.
Last week Friday, I don't know the date, but it was raining in Kaduna. Like, I remember I love it when it rains. I was on my bed, closed my window, under the duvet, everyone was cozy. It was greatest feeling. I was actually like, leaning into how I was feeling in that moment. And then my mind just went to Oyo State, Ogbomosho, Oriri local government area. And I was reminded that there are some people that under this rain, it might not be raining same in all your state as it's raining in Kaduna, but at some point
But
it
we're
will
in the
rain.
rainy season. It's raining.
And it's just like, oh my gosh, there are people, maybe even in this Kaduna, that are abducted or
Little
kidnapped.
children in the bush.
And they don't have this coziness that I have. The rain is destroying their lives. They're in distress. Probably they're even, remembering how they also felt cozy when it was raining. And now the situation is different. And today is Children's Day. And, last week we heard that 38 children were abducted from Oyo State. And, one of the teachers' head was beheaded. And, it's just like, what are we celebrating really, right?
That's
A lot of people are coming out on social media to talk, and I love that a lot. It's form of like boycott going on, even though it's not the kind of boycott that should be, because a lot of things are happening in this country, and it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. And I will say this: the thing, no matter how you try to act indifferent about what is happening, you cannot be indifferent. You cannot say,
At
oh,
all.
because it's not me that is happening to, so there's no need of me to
We
talk.
are all affected one way or another.
Yeah. And I must say that the thing that heavily irritates me and disgusts me about this whole thing is the helplessness that the government is trying to portray. What do you mean Daniel Buala came on Arise to say, oh, okay, Nigerian citizens should learn to protect themselves? And then the president is saying, I saw his Eid message. Then one of the reporters asked him, so what are your thoughts on the insecurity? And I'm not going to lie, I couldn't make sense of what was said. And it reminds me of the mayor of New York, Zoran Mamdani. And you see the passion and the heart, this man. I'm singling him out because I'm trying to follow his journey. The passion and heart is putting into solving the problems of New Yorkers. I was just like, if only our government can put that kind of heart. Don't portray helplessness to us. Don't make it feel like there is nothing you can do, because actually there is 101
whole
thing
lot.
you can do. We refuse for your thoughts to be with us. And then you say you are losing sleep. If you are losing sleep, I'm also losing sleep. If you are losing weight, that is the most insensitive thing you can say, because the pastor can do anything in this moment. We can talk about friendship breakup. We can talk about anything aside from these children right now. But you as the government, it is your responsibility. So it's something you should that should be on your mind, not the primaries, not campaigning for next year. Can you solve the problem of 2026? Does that make sense? Like,
Before you assure us a better 2027.
Can we focus on this year? And it is so disheartening. I don't even know how to fully express myself right now, because it's just like, show sympathy, show it. Press releases, okay, whatever, but don't act like, oh, we are doing coordinated efforts, or whatever the English is. We are trying. Both Nigerians, so us, the citizens, and the government, we have gotten into a place of learned helplessness, where it is that, something happens and we're just like, oh, because it has been happening
I'm trying
before.
to remember the word for it. It has a term, something connected to trauma, when you're already used to
suffering. So
you're
it's just
used to
like,
it.
okay, this has been happening since now. This one happening again. We'll be fine. We'll manage.
We'll spend few seconds
We'll
in
try
Jesus,
and move on. Because it's just like, oh, we have normalized it. There's nothing we can do. But I promise you, there is a lot that we can actually do. So I don't know who is listening. The government, please. Whenever something happens, it is your work, it is your responsibility. The chief commander of the nation. So it is your responsibility to actually protect the citizens. So you cannot act helpless, because you're not.
You are not, actually.
You have all the resources,
wield
you
a
have
lot
all the
of
power, you have all the resources, you have all the, things. And somebody was talking about 2014, where Goodluck Jonathan's wife, when the Chibok girls thing happened, and she came on TV and was crying, and people mocked her. I was like, we don't even get a cry. this time around? Ain't nobody crying. Yes? Who is anybody crying? Nobody.
Speech.
What do you have? What speech by a spokesperson? Right? There's not even any crying. No form of like, oh my God, this is grave, this is wickedness, and it should not happen. There's no like irritation that is happening. But all we are focused on is on next year. I'm talking about next year. Please, you people should tell me your voter's card.
It's hot and ready. It's cooking.
It's cooking. What? Tell me what you mean by it's cooking.
It's
I want to
cooking
know.
because you know the way you're assigned to vote in a particular place. So
Yeah.
I just came here for my service here, and I'm thinking, where will I be by that election period? If I'll be in Kaduna, I'm already making arrangements to transfer my place of. Then now
You're not going to be in Kaduna by that time. January 2027.
I'll be now.
You'll
I'll
be?
be
Okay,
here.
okay.
But the thing is, I'll go for Christmas. Then I have to come back because of my service. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
of now. Let them not take me to somewhere in Kaduna that I don't know. Somewhere.
You have to put it by yourself now.
Huh.
You have to actually request for it because I started the process online. Now that you're thinking, talking about, because before I transferred to Kaduna, they hadn't said when the election period was going to be. I think it was around May. Then they shifted it to January. They pushed it forward to January. So now I might be in Anambra when they are doing this. So it's actually, but because I want this thing to work. I have to come because I used to take like a lot of liberties whenever I go back to Anambra. I actually want to enjoy staying in Anambra.
Another thing will be now traveling during this election period.
Bruh.
At home now, I may be eager and said, I've already fixed it in Kaduna and I want
Yeah,
to come back. And they'll
go.
say, no. My mom
Now
said-
that you're saying
my
it,
mother will say, I'm not risking sending you on the road. I know my mom. She will
Yeah.
say, no, you're not trying it on this election period.
so let me check. I think I would have to. I've already done part of the process online. I'll have to go to their office to complete it. So I'm thinking maybe if I check the dates now and it's like the first 2 weeks of January, I have to transfer it back to Anambra State. Any which way. Well, see, what of you? Before I say what I want to say, Naza, your PVC.
It's in process. Or I say
What
progress.
does process mean? Talk to me. What does that mean?
I've done the online one. It's just to go to the office and do the biometrics and all
Yeah.
that stuff there.
Yeah, you know where the office is in Kaduna, in Baranawa.
Yes.
Okay, so please, I am saying, okay, it's meant to hold January 16, 2027. That's early January, so I have to,
Early January.
transfer it back. But anyways, if you voted somewhere like us now that voted in our on our states, but now we are in Kaduna, and you know that you're going to be in Kaduna in that January, please go to the INEC office and transfer it
Yeah.
to Kaduna State so that you vote. Put a polling unit that is closer to you. You have the liberty to do that. When you go to the office and they ask you which polling unit you want, ask them, so I stay in this particular place.
Where
Where
is
is the closest place? Okay? Please don't say that your votes do not count. I was having a conversation with somebody about it was actually a quote his father said, but I don't know how to say it in Igbo because it's in Soka Igbo. Imana in Soboya, your mouth ili akabile. So you cut your tongue. That's what I'm saying. But he said that if they steal you or if they kidnap you and your community members come looking for you, let there be a mark on the floor that you actually struggled. Let there be like a show of struggle on the ground. And what I'm saying that to say that please vote. Whether your vote will count or not, it's none of your business. Get your permanent voter's card and vote. Let it be said
That you've done your part.
that you did your part.
In
Let
this
it be
whole
said
thing.
that you showed up in this whole process. Let it be said that you exercised your civil rights. If you're up to 18, you're a girl listening to me, don't say, politics is not my business, because politics is your business like mad. In fact, before we go, Naza, what was your relationship with politics growing up? What was your idea of politics growing up?
Okay. I actually see politics as
Yes. So I will now start having dreams of when I'm much older and I will rule Nigeria as a female president. So yes. So yeah, that's it for
you.
when I was
right?
growing up. Yes, that's how I saw politics.
So what changed now?
Okay. I just started voting recently now because I'm still very much young. I got to the age of eligibility, so I started seeing young people come up. And when I say young people, I mean like in my state, people I knew, young people, but they're actually campaigning, like they are going for it. Like if you, my state now, Ebonyi State has, I think he's the youngest governor that has ruled the state.
Francis Nwifuru.
Yes, he's the youngest that has ruled the state.
Really?
Others came when they're very, very old. So people are calling him that small boy, that this, but that small boy, he actually graduated from my university. So he's like an alumni person. So it opened my eyes to be like, wow, that means this is achievable. This is obtainable. So even now, I know that youths, young people can actually be in politics. And I have a lot of friends. It's as if all around me, both female or male, they are all into the tussle from the school. It started from this SUG, then it now becomes into the local level, and now they are going federal too. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the same thing with me too. Like growing up, I was just like, what are you people saying? Everyone should just get out of my front. Like it's just none of my business. It doesn't concern me. My parents are shielding me. But until your parents stop shielding you and stop giving you pockets money, you realize that this country is your business like mad.
It affects you.
It affects you like mad. After God, it's the politicians that hold your life. All right. So please don't trivialize your power in this thing. They are working for you, right? The politicians, the government, that thing that looks like a very big thing, they're actually working for you. There's this quote I heard from V for Vendetta. People shouldn't be afraid of the government. The government should be afraid of the people. Like how an employee.
That's the idea of democracy.
Yes. How an employee should be afraid of the employer. That is how it is meant to be. But reverse is the case. Reverse is the case.
It's like military regime in euphemism. That's what we are doing now in Nigeria.
God help us. Please go and get your voter's card. Find out the nearest INEC office close to you. The final phase is happening right now. Get your voter's card. If you just turned 18, get it, register. If you misplaced your card, get it. If you just go to the office with your voter's card and make sure that you are eligible to vote next year. Thank you so much, Naza. Thank you. Keba Inokita. Now you be the compass.
Okay, Ganiru, you turn right.
98.9 Invicta FM.
Lokacin jin daɗi sai Kivo Krima.
Idan na sha ko lokacin shan dari. Kivo.
It's our work. At Prashal Express and Logistics Limited, we offer courier services where we deliver packages of all sizes, documents, goods, and various forms of haulages to every part of the country from Kaduna. You can contact us at Shop FF18 Starcade Shopping Complex, Sabon Tesha, Kaduna, or S20 Zara House, Wandu Road, opposite Disney Chicken, Hamadu Bello Way, Kaduna. Our phone numbers are 0706 210 6674, 0913 775 4873, 0913 776 7475. Our website is www.prashalgroup.com. Prashal Express and Logistics Limited. The rest assured.
Hey, boss don't fool me. Music they jam. Person they holler for change, but driver no send because that change got sweet. It gets one important corner keep. Your hair don't almost ready. Now him baba stop work because your hair feel wait. Go one enter for inside last minute.
Yes, sir. Everything fit wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026 don't show from June 11 to July 19. Catch all 104 matches plus pigeon commentary on top 4 correct channels. Demo. Touchlight the FIFA World Cup live on Super Sport from as low as 5,800 naira per month on GoTV. GoTV. Love it.
Nura Sale jajaye, amma gaskiyar magana ita ce addininmu yana karfafa kula da lafiyar uwa da tarbiyyar yara cikin nutsuwa da jin kai. Ai tun da yin tazara haihuwa yana taimakawa mace ta warke da kyau, lafiyar jikinta ta dawo sosai bayan haihuwar da ta yi a baya har ta samu damar kulawa da yaranta cikin kwanciyar hankali, to wannan ba haramun bane, illa dai wannan wata hikima ce mai alfanu, kuma ba laifi bane idan mace ta nemi mafita. Addini baya son wahalar da kai, don haka kula da lafiyarki da tsara makomar iyalinki ibada ce.
Ziyarci cibiyar lafiya mafi kusa domin farawa, ko a kira lambar waya 222 wannan sako ne daga ma'aikatar lafiya tare da tallafin gamayyar kungiyoyin Pronet da FEM.
Manufar da kyautuwar iyali, uba, 'ya'ya da ma'uwa.
Mu je zuwa. Lokaci yayi da za ku inganta tafiyar da kuɗaɗenku. A sauke manhajar Bill Station na iPhone da na Android. Kada ku yi sakefa, hanzarta shiga shafin billstation.com. Ana iya biyan kuɗaɗen abubuwa daban-daban ko yin taransifa da sauran mu'amalar kuɗi duk a wuri ɗaya. Bill Station na sauƙaƙa tafiyar da kuɗi. Abokaina, lokaci kuɗi ne fa.
A koda yaushe yarana suna ƙoƙarin koyon karatu. Guje-guje cikin wasa na rage musu kuzari. Yasa kullum bana rabuwa da Milo a gida.
Ni da mai gidana mun dace da zaɓi mai kyau. Ina godiya da farin ciki kasancewar Milo an yi shi daga sinadari masu inganci kamar su dawa, madara da koko. Shi yasa na tabbatar da yadda yake inganta lafiyar yarana tare da basu kuzari da safe.
Nigeria has gone digital. Don't get left behind. Join millions already enjoying the benefits of digital television. With free TV, you get over 100 crystal clear channels for movies, sports, and news. All with zero monthly subscription. Just use any free-to-air decoder, point your dish to Nigecomsat, or stream live on the free TV NG mobile app. This message is from the National Broadcasting Commission. Don't wait for your signal to go off. Switch to digital TV today.
Follow all the action as all the whole football league they end. Who go win the title for Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A live only for Super Sport on Top Go TV. Reconnect today. Go TV. Love it.
Mai gida, zo ka ji yadda jaririn ke motsi a cikina.
In ji? Lallai, da alama wannan na da ƙarfi sosai.
Mana, da wa kake gani zai yi kama?
Da ni mana.
A'a, da ni wannan zai yi kama.
To wanda zai zo bayan wannan zai yi kama da ke.
Tabɗi, to har yaushe zan jira wancan ya zo?
Kamar shekara 2 haka.
Kaga a lokacin na samu ƙwarin jiki.
Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
Sallah ta gabato, shagungula sun kankama.
More bikin sallar ka da samun garaɓasa daga kamfanin Itel.
Samu samfurin wayar salula ta Itel City 200 akan farashin 139,900.
Har ila yau zaka samu Itel A200 Plus akan farashin 129,900 tare da samun sauƙin 5,000 a kowane siye.
Garaɓasar za ta fara ne daga 15 ga watan Mayu zuwa 15 ga watan Yuni. Gaggauta domin samun naka. Itel more rayuwa ta jin daɗi.
Akwai abun da nake tunani, abubuwa za su canja. Hero ta yana gaban ka. Saya hero ta mashin. Yana da kyau. Hero ta mashin. Baya sa kashe kudi, baya shan mai. Hero ta mashin. Yana da gudu sosai. Hero ta mashin.
Samu damar ƙara tattala manka tare da adana kuɗaɗenka tare da sabbin nau'ikan Hero Hunter Kickstart Alloy da aka sabunta. Yanzu ana samun su a gurin dillalai mafi kusa da ku. Ƙarin tazarar tafiya, sauƙin kashe kuɗi. Domin ƙarin bayani sai a tuntuɓi 0800 080 0800.
Mama ne masu kyau sun sani, Dettol na tsaro kowace rana. Idan aka fito waje, neman arziki fa, kasuwanci kuma fa, yara na wasa a taɓo, amma ban damu ba. Awanni 12 na tsaro kowace rana.
Da amfani koyaushe, Dettol yana da sinadarin tsaro na tsawon awanni 12. Dettol, tsare iyalanku daga ƙwayoyin cututtuka sama da 100 domin su zauna cikin ƙoshin lafiya.
Dettol, be 100% sure.
Sachet don land
gidigba. Now you don't get gidigba power to make your white dem dey shine. Wow. Come still fit sama 99.9% of all type of yamayama for your floor. And on top other things dem, just jig am with jig sachets.
Invicta FM.
All right, that is Chris Brown featuring Davido with a song. You're still listening to 40 Sisters right here on your number one radio station, Invicta 98.9 FM. I have with me
Naza.
Nazi is here. Should I call you Nazi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chef Naz.
Chef Naz. With me
Queen Mabi.
With Mabi, and we are on that beach, okay?
Yeah.
We are riding the yachts now, and Chiwando is a sailor, my co-sailor. Coming up next is Feminine Corner. Remember, we're live on Facebook as Invicta FM 98.9 FM. So today on Feminine Corner, we're talking about menstruation and menstrual hygiene. I have with me Dr. Fatima Mohammed. Let's listen to that conversation. Good evening and welcome to Feminine Corner. Today on Feminine Corner, I have someone I've brought on this segment before. Her name is Dr. Fatima Mohammed. And the last time she spoke to us about vaginal care. And today she's back again to talk to us about World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Now, World Menstrual Hygiene Day happens every 28th day in the month of May. And the theme is Together for a Period-Friendly World. The reason for this celebration is to talk about menstrual hygiene and to break the silence around menstruation, to educate girls and women on what menstruation really is. And Dr. Fatima is here to help us bridge that gap. The first thing I wanted Dr. Fatima to speak on is what exactly is menstruation?
Menstruation is a normal physiological process which involves the shedding of the inner lining of the uterus. That is the endometrium, the inner lining of the uterus, through the vagina when pregnancy does not occur. So it usually involves the endometrial lining, blood, cervical mucus, and some vaginal secretions.
Okay, the next thing is, why do we menstruate every month and what actually goes on? Can you describe what exactly goes on during menstruation?
The female body prepares monthly for a possible pregnancy, and when that pregnancy doesn't occur, menstruation occurs. And what happens is, through the process of this connection between the brain and the ovaries, the hypothalamus-pituitary ovarian axis, that is what regulates the menstrual cycle. So there is a part of the brain, the hypothalamus, which sends signals to another part of the brain, which is the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland releases two hormones. There is the FSH, which is the follicle-stimulating hormone, and the LH, which is the luteinizing hormone. So these hormones, they go to the ovaries. The ovaries is where the female eggs are situated, the immature eggs. The FSH, the follicle-stimulating hormone, helps one of the eggs to mature inside a follicle. And once the follicle grows gradually, and along the way it produces a hormone called the estrogen. While the estrogen acts on the endometrial lining, that is the inner lining of the uterus, it acts on it, causing it to become thicker, to grow and become thicker, to develop blood vessels and store nutrients, all in preparation of receiving a baby for pregnancy. So it's all doing that to create a bed for implantation so that the baby will have some nutrients while growing in the womb. And around the middle part of the menstrual cycle, the LH, that is the luteinizing hormone, rises. So that's where we get the LH surge. And it causes the ovary to release that egg that was being prepared for fertilization. And at that is the period where we call ovulation. So the egg will be released from the ovary and travel to the fallopian tube. If around that period, the woman has a sexual intercourse, an unprotected vaginal sexual intercourse, so it's possible, there is a high possibility of her having fertilization and subsequently becoming pregnant. But if that doesn't happen, the egg will be there, and then that empty follicle will become corpus luteum, which produces another hormone which is called the progesterone. And the progesterone, this even while the egg is waiting for fertilization, so the progesterone will make that endometrial line, the uterine lining, become softer and more richer for the pregnancy, to make it more stable and ready for implantation. So, but if the fertilization doesn't occur, the egg that is waiting in the fallopian tube will die, and the corpus luteum will break down. Once it breaks down, there will be fall in the production of the secretion of the estrogen and the progesterone. So once that fall happens, that lining that has occurred in the uterine, the uterine lining, the thickening that occurred, will no longer be there. It will break down, and then the blood vessels also would break down. So that's when you would see that shedding of the endometrial lining. That's menstruation occurring. And then the blood vessels, the blood that comes is from the blood vessels that were developed there, that were broken down. And then it's also includes the cervical mucus and some vaginal secretions. And along the way during menstruation, the uterus contracts because of a chemical known as prostaglandins, some chemicals known as prostaglandins. So it contracts to help, to aid in pushing out that endometrial lining. And that is why some women experience some lower abdominal pain, the menstrual cramps, and some lower back pain, and sometimes nausea, and sometimes diarrhea when the prostaglandins are being produced in high amounts.
You have probably heard of menstrual cycle. Every time a menstruation period comes up, menstrual cycle is what you hear. So how do we calculate our menstrual cycle?
So the menstrual cycle is calculated from the first day you see your menstrual period, that's day 1, to the first day of the next menstrual period. So you'll calculate it. So if it happens like day 1, or like first, maybe this is May, right? 1st of May, and then the next one is 29th of May. So that would be, you have a 28-day cycle. And if it happens that you calculated it as 1st of maybe September, it has a 30-day, right? 30-day, it's a 30-day month. So 1st of September, and then maybe the next occurs on the 6th of October. So that means you have a 35-day cycle. Or maybe it started 1st of May, and then the next 22nd of May. So you have a 21-day cycle. So like I mentioned earlier, usually the cycle it's a range from 21 days to 35 days. Anything less than that is thought as a problem, and anything greater than those 35 days is also a problem. The cycle is divided into some phases. So the first phase is the menstrual phase. That is the duration that it takes you to menstruate, which is usually the normal range is 3 to 7 days. For some, they will have it for 3 days, some 5 days, some 6 days, some 7 days. And then the follicular phase, that is when the follicle is being produced, when the egg is maturing. When the FSH, that is when we discussed the follicle stimulating hormone, stimulates the follicular growth. And when the estrogen is thickening the endometrial line. So it usually starts from after the last day that you had your menstrual period till your ovulation day. Ovulation usually occurs around the 14th day. That is when you take the mean cycle of 28 days, which is the mean for most women. So it usually occurs on day 14, but it's not always on day 14 for every woman. So it depends on your menstrual cycle. So The thing is, if you don't have like a 28-day cycle, you can talk to your doctor to help you calculate your ovulation day, especially for women that are after fertility, so the ovulation day is actually necessary because that's when the egg is being released into the fallopian tube. And then after that there is the luteal phase, which occurs after ovulation, when progesterone is being secreted. That is after 14 days. That is after the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, and it occurs throughout till the end. When, if pregnancy doesn't occur and all, then as we explained, everything will be shed off, and then the menstruation occurs and the cycle begins again. So you have another new cycle.
One of the core messages of World Menstrual Hygiene Day is to break myths and destroy taboos surrounding menstruation. And Dr. Fatima will be mentioning some of those taboos and myths in the next second.
Invicta FM.
Some of the myths include people thinking that menstrual blood is dirty or toxic. In the medical context, the menstrual blood is not dirty or toxic. It contains the endometrium. The endometrial lining, that is the inner lining of the uterus, as we explained, some blood, some cervical mucus, and some vaginal secretions. So there is nothing toxic about it or dirty. Menstruation, some think menstruation is an illness. No, it's a normal physiological thing that happens in the female body. Some also think that with menstruation, people are not supposed to openly discuss menstruation because of shame in the society, especially in some societies like ours. You would even find, you would be in the clinic and a woman would present to you. Even you as a female gynecologist should be actually ashamed to openly tell you about her menstrual cycle, about any menstrual abnormality. There are some women that still do that. So I think this is like a place to actually talk about this, that women should open up. There is no shame in talking about menstruation. It's a normal physiological thing that happens in the woman's body. Just like pregnancy happens, the way pregnancy occurs, it's a normal physiological thing. That's how menstruation is. I think menstruation is even more normal because this is something that happens to you, like occurs monthly. For pregnancy, even not every woman gets pregnant, and some get pregnant just like 3 times, 4 times in their lifetime. But this for menstruation, most women, if the woman has an issue like a medical problem regarding a menstrual abnormality, but for most women, they menstruate monthly. So this is something that happens in your body monthly, what your body does monthly. So you should be able to open up and talk about it. There is no shame in that. It's just like you being able to eat food and digest it, you urinating. So it's a normal physiological thing. So people need to be educated more on that, because the consequences of that include, like, there is delay in diagnosing some gynecological issues. A woman can have menstrual abnormality or irregular menstrual period and not be able to communicate with her doctor regarding that, or go to the hospital regarding that. And then she might be dealing with some maybe PCOS or something, and in the end, when she's not treated or hasn't gotten any medical help, she might end up battling with infertility in the future or other things. Or maybe if she's having painful menstrual cramps that is very painful, and she's shy of talking about it, she might end up like really having endometriosis and she doesn't know. It also increases poor menstrual hygiene and causes anxiety, especially in young ladies. Though we are living in the 2026 and all, but things are happening. Things are happening in the villages, rural areas. Some think that when a girl is menstruating, she's supposed to stay at home. No, there isn't such a thing. There is no shame in menstruating. the best thing to do is to get her good sanitary product, have a good menstrual hygiene, and she can go about her day, go to school, go to work, perform her activities, even exercising. Some think you shouldn't exercise while menstruating, but it's even a good thing. It helps, it improves circulation, the blood circulation, and it reduces some of that menstrual pain and improves the mood of the woman. And also, some think there are some foods that you are not supposed to eat while menstruating, which there is really no scientific evidence regarding that. Though we encourage women to eat balanced diets, to eat lots of fruits, lots of things that will help in blood production, because they are losing blood. Some end up having some anemia, some iron deficiency, so it's good to have balanced diet. But there really isn't no scientific evidence that supports menstruating women not eating certain types of food.
And finally, what is an ideal menstrual hygiene, and what are those period-friendly habits that we should have?
So, according to the WHO, that is the World Health Organization, good menstrual hygiene is when women and girls should have clean menstrual products, privacy to change them, water and soap for washing their underwear, and safe disposable facilities. So there are some components of an ideal menstrual hygiene, which include the use of clean and safe menstrual products like sanitary pads, tampons, menstrual cups, clean reusable cloth pads for the people that can't afford those that I mentioned earlier. And the rule is for the product to be clean, comfortable, absorbent, and for them to be changed regularly, like approximately 4 to 6 hours, or earlier than that if the products are heavily soaked. And that is to prevent skin irritation and the increased risk of having vulvar infection or even vaginal infection and vulvar discomfort or foul odor. And also for the women or girls to practice proper perineal hygiene, which involves the washing of the vulva regularly with clean water. And one can actually use a mild soap, not an antiseptic or harsh soap, a mild soap to wash the vulva area. And also hand hygiene after washing the vulva area, after changing your menstrual product. You would also wash your hands properly to protect yourself against infections, and also dispose the product properly. Then use of clean underwear or clothing, which should be clean, dry and breathable, not a damp clothing or a tight clothing. Then adequate privacy should be provided, and adequate sanitation facilities should also be provided, which should have clean toilets, good water supply, a soap, disposable facilities, and privacy for the woman or the girl to be able to change her products well. I think menstrual health education should be included so that women would understand their bodies and understand their menstrual cycle and be able to understand when a problem is happening or when they are at risk of anything, so that you'll be able to identify it and have no shame in communicating that to their doctor, so that they will get the appropriate help, as menstruation is a physiological thing that happens in the female body, and it's supposed to be as good of a process as it should be.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fatima Mohammed. I've been speaking to Dr. Fatima Mohammed, a gynecologist from Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, Chika, Zaria. Let's go back to the studio to hear what the girls have to say.
Invicta FM. Invicta FM. Invicta FM.
Hey, boss, don't fool me. Music they jam. Person they holla for change. But driver no send, because that change got sweet. It gets one important corner kick. Your hair don't almost ready. Now in Baba stop work, because your hair feel wait. Go one enter for inside last minute.
Yes, sir. Everything fit wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026 don't show from June 11 to July 19. Catch all 104 matches plus pigeon commentary on top 4 correct channels. Demo. Touchlight the FIFA World Cup live on Super Sport from as low as 5,800 naira per month on GoTV. GoTV. Love it.
Kai, Lami, yau na yi kewar girkin ki sosai.
Me gida. Ni ma na yi kewar naka. Ka tuna lokacin da nake da ciki kai ne kake dafa mana abinci?
Shi yasa nake son ki sake, don na ci gaba da miki girki.
A'a, jikina na buƙatar hutu. Akalla shekaru 3.
Uku kuma, ai wata 6 makin murmure.
To ka fara, zan sauko zuwa shekaru 2 da wata 6.
Mu dai ce shekaru 2.
Amma ka tabbata ka cika alƙawari fa.
To shikenan na amince. Tattaunawa tsakanin ma'aurata yana da muhimmanci. Mu tattauna.
Mama, sai kin gan yadda na wanke ban ɗakin nan. Yawon ku sosai fa.
Tabbas zai iya wankuwa sosai a ido, amma idan ba da hypo toilet cleaner kika yi amfani ba wajen kariya, to ban ɗaki cike yake da ƙwayoyin cuta baja-baja.
Haka ne, gara ku yarje wa ƙwayoyin cuta, ku kare ban ɗakin ku kullum da hypo toilet cleaner.
OneXBet, where sports come alive. Join the game on promo on the site or app. Win an iPhone 16 and cash prizes up to 750,000 naira. Enter promo code Nigeria on and boost your game. OneXBet, game on, together in the game. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply.
We are the unbeatable station. 98.9.
Right, yes, you're listening to 40 Sisters right here on your number on the radio station in Kaduna State. I am talking about Invicta 98.9 FM. Yes, I know that was a long one. It's menstruation, it's hygiene. So girls, ladies, what did we learn from that beautiful lecture by Dr. Fatima Mohammed?
First of all, I have to say I love her voice.
Yeah, I love how she speaks.
It's doing listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.
Yeah.
So I learned delayed, like holding your pain. They say you should endure. It's being a woman that there's that saying is not nice. You should speak out if it gets extremely painful so you can get help so it doesn't become endometritis.
Endometriosis.
Yeah. So
if the pain is severe. So with menstruation it's like if it's beyond a certain number and if it's less than a certain number, you should go and check it out because it can be pointing to something. And I love that so much because it just means that menstruation is normal. Menstruation is a natural thing. It's not something that was given to women, meaning that they should be ashamed or they should be castigated in the society. It's just like if you don't sleep for 3 days, you can lose your bodily functions, right? That is how menstruation is. If your cycle is beyond 35 days and if it is lower than 21 days, there's a problem. And that shows that your body needs, as a woman, your body actually needs to shed.
Yeah.
That lining. What did you learn? Or what is your relationship with menstruation? What do you mean how? Okay, she's asking me how. With menstruation, for me, my relationship with menstruation is okay. Menstruation, you are good, you're great, but it's just like, girl, I cannot be having you every month.
I can't wait for menopause.
It's just like while it is a natural, normal thing, it's also uncomfortable, right? It's also uncomfortable because you have to be, constantly checking yourself.
My hormones are like up, down,
spiking.
side, center,
do you
everywhere.
understand? Your hormones are everywhere, and it's just like I do not like this, but I know my body is meant to undergo, but I do not like it. So that's what I'm asking you. Maybe some people actually enjoy their menstruation. Who knows? Really? But anyways, thank you so much, Naza, for asking me how. And I hope you that listen, you learned something. Okay, before we go into the main topic, thank God this didn't slip my brain. I have a little pad bank, a very small pad bank that I built yesterday. So if you are in need of pad, please, I'm desperate to give this pad, not only one. I'm desperate to give it out to someone. I know a lot of the times that I've said, oh, I have airtime to give, I have book to give, I have money to give. Nobody ever takes the opportunity, but this one, please.
Shall I beg you
please.
for book this one?
No, it's coming. Okay. Maybe it's coming. Okay. It's coming. That one is coming. But this one was last year. I actually had books to give out, and nobody was willing to come and pick it up. So I'm just like I keep my book for myself, but I actually gave it to someone else. Pad, please. I know that a lot of period poverty is a thing. Pads are expensive and not affordable for some people. So if you really need sanitary pad, please reach out to me. Send a message to Invicta on WhatsApp at 09098900989, 09098900989, or you can make your way to Invicta on Friday. Make your way to Invicta on Friday and, take this part from me. I'm begging you, if you really, really need it. And it's not just for women or girls alone. If a father, a brother, an uncle is listening and you have someone in your environment that doesn't have sanitary pad or uses like rags or, things that are unsanitary for their menstruation, please reach out to me to get a sanitary pad. Ejo. See, I'm begging. Because I know how I've tried so much to try and do some giveaways on in the radio station, and it never really works out. But I'm expecting that somebody reaches out to me for this one. So let's get into our main topic for today: friendship breakups. We hear all about romantic breakups. My husband broke my heart, my boyfriend broke my heart, my wife broke my heart, my girlfriend broke my heart. Now, for friendship, have you ever experienced any form of friendship breakup? Let me start with Nazi. Have you ever experienced any form of friendship? Don't ask me how again, please.
Yes, actually I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was that? What happened, if you're comfortable sharing?
I won't really go into details like that, but just
okay.
On top.
Yeah. Waiting happened.
I would say it's misconception. Okay. This type of person that if I'm friends with you, like if we are both best friends with each other, I wouldn't welcome the idea of another friend in the friendship.
Ooh, you're the jealous
yes.
type. I like.
So,
actually, like when I was in university, anytime I see my friend smiling with another person, I'm like, "What is funny? You are my friend. Why are you hanging out with them?"
I've actually had that kind of friendship just once.
Yeah.
Due to my type of person, I usually avoid being friends with people because I know definitely other people will be involved in that kind of friendship, and I wouldn't want to a situation that whenever I see them laughing, talking without me there, I'll feel so kind of left out, stuff like that. So what actually led to the breakup was the third party. Yeah. It's I don't know. This kind of thing that this person will come to you and say this thing. You will not go to this person and say another thing.
Yeah.
And now, me, I'm this type of person that if you tell me something, I will approach you. That's this, like, I don't know, the person involved and say, this is what I heard you said.
Yeah.
So we'll clear up that misunderstanding. But unfortunately, not everybody is like that. So when they will tell this person and tell me, that kind of stuff. And that in that period, she went for IT. So there was distance. There was no way for us to like say, and I got tired. So I had to just.
How did you mourn the friendship?
Mourn.
That is the whole point of breakup. Come on, man. When you break up with your boyfriend, it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so heartbroken. Like your life stops literally. You don't want to go to work. Like life is now gray for you. There's no beauty in life because this person that you loved with your entire being.
Yeah.
There is something. There's conflict. So
okay.
I mean, mourn.
I tried my best to avoid like bumping into her. Not like I did anything bad, but the fact that I will see her and I will remember all the times that we were all this and that and all, because I know most times her room was practically my room and my room was practically her room, that kind of thing. And sometimes I have my own room, but in a week you can see my room like only 2 times. You get? So that feeling of having to come back in your room, be in your room all day, like I just have to adjust, go out more, involve myself in activity. That's where I get over things. I don't really like want things for a long period of time. So I had to go out, any activity, I involve myself, any school show, I involve myself, like meet new people, meet new people, socialize, reply my messages, kind of thing.
somebody said, you know how you know somebody has, broken up with their boyfriend or their girlfriend, is that they now start replying your messages very fast.
They now become available.
They become very available. Like, sis, what is happening now? Please go back to who you were with. But yeah, okay. So that's how you.
Yeah, that's how I do.
My beloved, talk to me. Because I know Obi Ganwa, there are a lot inside. Oh boy.
Why do you like always expecting drama from me? And somehow I don't disappoint you.
If look at God. I'm gonna let's hear.
So last year was my year of losing friends. In fact, there was a time last year I had to say, no, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
No, why? Two can be a coincidence, but three.
Like what happened?
There were three people, like they had been friends for long. I don't know if you remember me saying this, that I'm not too clingy. I'm not like this kind of friend of bestie. You will see me here when you see this person, so it's hard for me to make friends. I used to be jealous when my friend has a third party, but it always happens to me. Then I realized some things, that sometimes I now get too close to that third party, that they even become more than a sister to me. And I will now say, Chai, I wouldn't have met this person if not for my friendship with this other person. So I really don't used to be jealous. Who will be my friend will be my friend. And it changes over time. So I'm not like a one person kind of friend. So now, the toughest 3 friendship breakups I had as a 2025, that was last year. Hey. Now, one, it was a chat. I want to give you 3 people. I can call their name: Wisdom, Pascal, and Emanuela. Now, Emanuela is my friend. She became my roommate in year 1. Now, we have been way back since JS1. We're in the same class. SS1, she went to sciences, so I was in arts. But year 1, we came back together as roommates. Now, this is Wisdom. Wisdom is my childhood friend. You know that little that they'll say husband and wife? This one is your husband. Yeah. So I have known that he liked me. But we were very good friends. Then towards 3 years ago, he started wanting something can come out of this. Everybody, my mom will like it. I said,
You don't like
spoil
him?
it. So another thing, my points are, what can lead to friendship breakup when people want to now become more than friends? Yes, we tried that, becoming more than friends, and it led to one serious kind of issue we had, that we stayed apart for a while. He came back again. I was happy to have my friend back, because honestly, back then in school, there are times I just need to talk to someone, and his Wisdom. Yeah, he's my childhood friend. I feel like I'm talking to my brother, because he even has junior siblings that's my age mate. So I was free with him. So when we tried that talking stage 1 that did not work, I felt I lost a friend. I lost a confidant.
But sorry.
At the expense of trying to have a relationship, and he was one always wishing for it. But I was saying,
how do you do
like
talking?
this?
Why do you call it a talking stage if the person is your friend?
This is it now. You know the way you always gist. You do video call. You talk, laugh. But there is no babe. There is no long meal. There is no sweet text message.
Oh, she said
there is no memel.
God, she said love you.
There's no Melel, there's no long meal, there's no LOLL. There's no
the acronyms. Oh, abbreviations.
It's like 100% natural.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be okay. Like there was an instance now, my roommate traveled. I was alone in the room and there was no light that period. So see me on call with this person till 3 a.m. and we're talking, gisting.
This is the talking stage?
No, this is friendship.
So the talking stage, what happened in the talking stage?
Now, talking stage is now, I'm back home now for the holidays.
Yeah.
And he comes to my house to say, let's go on dinner. Hiya! I said, don't do it. This one is strange. Yeah. This one is normal.
Yeah.
And he will be like, yeah. If my mom will say, get me something when you are coming back, or like, this guy is taking you out.
Yeah.
So everybody was not like, finally, I didn't talk. I'm saying, when I like it, he likes it after you say he's not my friend. So I was like, this is becoming strange. Imagine having to dress, the way you're preparing for a date. Now you're doing it with your childhood friend.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to, now this person be this. Now instead of talking me big head, how far, he's not, So yeah, maybe.
No, okay. So I see. Oh,
so it was not becoming intense. He was not conscious of what he's saying, what he's wearing. You know, this is becoming romantic.
Yeah.
But I said,
or do you think you it can be a lot of things. You don't like him like that, or not as a boyfriend, or you are romance averse.
I know I even like the idea because you know they always say it's your friend, you eventually get to will it be an enemy before? So I was open to it. I just told myself the only thing changing for me is the label, the identity or the description.
Yeah.
It's still going to be the same vibe, same energy and all that. Just now we know we are something. But no, he took it another level of, you know, that trying to be perfect and all that. Then do you know that this childhood friend I have been talking with frequently, when we now began the, you know, consciousness, awareness of, I started realizing that he had trust issues. I was now asking, how come I never saw this? How come I did not know this? So that time I'll tell him, on a very good day, we are going to sit down and talk about your past. Because everybody has one. That you don't see me reflecting it on you does not mean that I've not had any. But we now went on that. We're back after a short break. And when he now came back, I was happy that I've had my friend back. Honestly, I wanted just, okay, let's continue our friendship.
Yeah.
Then this last one, that pata.
Wow.
And he said it that as we're starting this one now, that if it doesn't work, I don't know how I'll face you again. He told me that. So I was like, hey, God. And of course it did not work because he was still dealing with a lot of trust issues and all that. So the next holiday I went for now at home, I came to the house, greeted everybody. Of course, they will know that next thing is to go to his room and gist with him now.
Yeah.
But I got there and he just turned the other way and was like, maybe please leave. I told you I would not know how to face you. It's weird already. I don't even know. I said, you're the one making it weird. Like, pretend I'm your G. Let's talk.
Yeah.
How was this? How was that? In fact, he even changed his job. He didn't tell me. He was like, that he feels like, okay, I shouldn't be knowing now. I said, so that's it. We are like strangers or something. I told him, I know you care because you view my status like just now. You know how you view your status? Like, it's as if as a person is viewing. Yeah. But you don't message me. So this person, so what is this? What are you doing? Why are you making it weird? Why? Next thing coming out of my mouth is, okay, don't worry, I'll not view your status again. I will not view. It was this year I finally let go. Because I messaged, be like, okay, yup, fine. KK. I said no, I've lost a friend.
Why they write KK?
Now him now, that's going to reply me now. So come they went straight to the point. Even one that he posted a meme about finally getting a scholarship and traveling abroad. If you now put read more, you see I just reshared someone's post. Prior to this last year, he was working on a scholarship, looking out for something and all that. So I was even like, has it clicked? When I now saw I'm just sharing a post. I said, I know you'll be sharing a post, but don't worry, this will be you very soon. Yeah. I said, please, I've lost this person. I can't. At this point, I'm not begging for you to date me. I'm begging to have my friend back. So I deleted his number. It was so difficult for me to do, but I had to do it because there's nothing here again. If anything happens again, wisdom, maybe he will be the one to like actually, okay, calm down, be like, okay, what's this, what's that? So now that one hurts me. Now, if you think I saw anything, let's go to Pascal.
Hey.
Pascaletos. Pascal is a friend I made through a friend. That's why I told you that I wouldn't have ever known him. Our paths will not cross if he was not the third party.
Yeah.
So I've learned to understand that sometimes something will happen for you to meet people. It can be through people. Now I knew him through a friend of his. That friend is late. So Pascal and I now became like good friends. So it's that person just happened for us to meet, something like that. So now we're very close, very, very close. What even broke Pascal and I? Till today, I don't know. Till today, I don't know. He had issues with, this stage of always being religious, staying in church. And I'm like, everybody, you are supposed to be working by now. You're done with school. I was still in school because it was way years ahead of me. So his family were like putting him out and all that. So I was helping him, giving money anywhere I can because he's my G. Now, I was gingering him to work. Oh, glory to God, he finally got something. Worked in the hotel owned by the governor, like a big hotel. So now, next thing his friends changed. When he's even talking to, I don't know the people he's calling again. Normally, I know his friends. but his friends change, and he's like, okay, so we'll go out, we'll hang out. You don't worry, you will not know them. Last, even when okay, let's go. Do you know that was like it just changed? Friends change, status change. Next one day I was supposed to meet up with a customer to discuss on something. I just an open eatery. You know how Chicken Republic can be. It's in every state because it's same with Kaduna here. Glass windows and all that. This is me talking with that business person. And that person now graduated from my department. So the person knew me and knew I was friends with Pascal. So I did not know, I did not see. But I know a white Benz came in. So whoever came to place his order, I don't know. But the Benz was parked. I did not know. It was the business person that said, Mabel, you remember your G? You remember your guy from school back then? That guy that was like a pastor or something. I don't need any discuss. Say Pascal now is my guy. He said, do you know that he just walked past you? Like he waited for you to order when you came after the person entered, that he has been packed in that white Benz. I said, like, Pascal is person driving Benz. As I turn, view he has gone, and a lady was there with him. So he started just sitting. Then once I just placed the order, there's how Chicken Republic will do. Your order is looking at you until they clear you.
Yeah.
You give you your teller or receipt, then you can carry your tray. Then once I carried my tray, turning back, that's who just passed me. So whoever now bought, and when me, I just knew that somebody wearing white, I didn't look because it's very tall. Passed, bought something, went into the car and zoomed off. I said, wait, you are saying that this car this one that's passing, I'm looking at is Pascal. He said, no, be that your friend, that psychology. I said, yes, is the one. Whoa. So I reached out to him, no reply. Then my roommate, I will be like my advocate, she anchors events, saw him at 1 and now said, okay, no, she anchors events, supposed to do it at a particular hotel, but she mistook it to be Governor's Hotel where he is.
Yeah.
So she now got there and she's stranded because she used all the money on her to go to that wrong location. She said, oh, thank God I've seen my roommate's friend. Call your friend, call me, babe, please. So she will send me money. Let me go to the real location. At least they set up. No. Maybe I'll send you. Which one? Maybe I'll all the way to come here and look for you. I'm stranded. I came to a wrong place. I don't have money. I want her to send me money. I can't call her. She won't pick my call. I've not picked her call or replied her in a year now. She said, why? How would you do that to her? Even if people had an issue, she cares about you. She said, she won't pick this call. She won't pick this call. And true, when I saw that call, I looked again at my phone.
But did you answer?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, I'm a friend's friend. Any day, anytime. I was even happy. Then when I picked the call, it was my roommate's voice. I said, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Someone else, now it's matching. Once she said, okay, I'm stranded and this. So I sent the money. Now, I've sent the money to her. I tried calling her back. Have you seen it? But she was not picking. This is me calling Pascal to say, if you're still close, give her. Let me ask her if she has seen the alert. He didn't pick. That was the last. They now replied on message on WhatsApp. Your roommate talked to me and this. See, just be good.
Yo, so with the stories you have told.
So that's it.
Yeah. With the stories you have told, I just pointed out some of the things that can lead to friendship breakup.
Yeah.
Friends to lovers. Do not try that, babies.
Don't try that.
I mean, let me not say do not try that.
Okay, no, it works for people.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
and that is what I want for myself.
Let me put it this way.
But I think
let me put it this way.
From the story you said, what happened was he morphed into another person.
Conscious.
He became
like
too conscious while your friendship was very my G.
So let us say
relationship
is still friendship. It's just the label that
the
changed.
Intimacy.
So just keep being good friends. Keep being good friends in a romantic way. Like don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
It's just the Isiaki is still Isiaki. Just that you now love the Isiaki. So don't come and be saying, baby. No, that makes it totally weird. And I get it. I mean, that's what you said was change of status. I've actually experienced this one. It broke my heart into pieces when it happened. This guy met in boarding school. We dreamt together. I wanted to be like, radio, blah, 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 celebrity, Oprah Winfrey, Reloaded. Whoa, the girl, my friend wanted to be a video vixen, be in videos, be a model and all of that. And immediately we left school. Why did you blacklist me? Why did you put my number into a blacklist?
No,
I'll call her, it wouldn't go through. Then I tried using another person's number and she answered immediately and said, hi, hello. I was like, yo, this is sad. I just became really like heartbroken because how can I do okay, we didn't do 6 years, we did like, let's say 4 years together. How can I do 4 years of my life with you and you just like up and leave?
Now let me explain what they do.
What is wrong with me?
They feel like I have to grow. I'm
Yeah,
changing
you have outgrown
my
that
circle
phase, yeah.
and all that. So I'm not a phase. I'm your friend.
Ooh! Say it again.
I'm not a phase. I'm your friend. You can't like outgrow me. See, if anything, you're there ahead of me. Fine, be cool.
But the love
Just
we have,
hope,
the care.
hope that okay. Let me grow too. Let me become like you too. I don't know if you get my point. All your friends can't even be in the same field as you are. It's good to have friends that are bankers, lawyers. That's right.
Yeah.
And all that. So you give people, what will I call it? Give people that hope that I've
I actually felt
can
used.
actually grow too.
I felt used when that happened. I was really heartbroken, and you know, till date, because just like I'm a friend's friend, like I always expect much from, like if I meet a stranger today and I smile at you and I talk to you and we exchange number, I expect that we should be like I make fast friends easily. Like we should start talking about our lives, we should hang out, all of those things, like we should become best friends. But then I was just like, growing up taught me that people are not like that though. People, you can smile with somebody and they will just move on like nothing happened. And while that is very sad, because we should yearn to build social connections, it's just like, but that's what, open your mind. If you smile at somebody and they smile back at you and give you the same energy, you move with that. But if somebody makes you feel like a trash, if somebody berates your positive energy or your vibe, take that as their own L and move on, because you can't wait as a puppy waiting for somebody to pat you on the back. I am so sorry that you experienced that. Let me open up the phone lines. 081 40,000 989 or 070 87 800 989. Have you ever undergone any form of friendship breakup, and how did you maneuver it? Okay, so finally, let's wrap up. What are your deal breakers in a friendship?
When you won't come to me straight up, like to tell me this, because about that my friend, then one of the things that actually led to our separation, or rather breakup, was the fact that she would say something at my back, and when I come to her room, her roommates will be the one that will tell me.
Oh,
you get that was where
in her presence or
no
her back?
Yes, when she's not around, they'll be like, she came into the room, she came and she said this.
Which kind of TV
she said this, like I'm like, how? Why can't she come to me? Why does she have to say it and the fact that she won't call my name? No, she won't call my name. She will just say it as if she's talking into the space. But definitely, people know how to read the room. If not everybody, one or two person, they'll be like, oh, she's actually referring to this and this person, and they will have to come to me and tell me. You get? And even when I'll go ahead and fix that in her absence, even though I know that that's not actually how it happened, she will still not even take note of it or stuff like that. So that's one of my deal breaker, is like not being able to confront me heads up about what happened. Rather you go about telling people.
Let's see who we have here before Mabel. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling in from?
My name is George Washington, calling from Saudi Arabia.
Say your name again.
George Washington.
Okay, Jatwa. Let's hear you, Jatwa.
I think George Washington.
Okay, George Washington. Oh my Lord, George Washington. Welcome to the show.
And we are cooking in UK, son.
No. All right, let's hear you.
Okay, just come to see hi, because I am too early to be in a relationship. It's relationship matter I talk of, and I'm too early to be in a relationship, and I come to see hi to you guys.
Okay, thank you so much, George. The last time you spoke to us was last year, and it's been a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hope you are good, though.
Yes, ma'am. Doing well. I'm fine.
Thank God. All right. Thank you for. Yeah. Hello to you. Bye. We are making our way to America very soon. All right. That was George Washington. He just wanted to say hi. Mabel, let's hear what you have to say so we can wrap up the show.
So the question is, what's the deal breaker?
Yeah. What is your deal breaker in a friendship?
Not being real. Not being real. If you don't want the friendship again, I believe you should come out and say clearly. It's not good to ghost people that way. And treating me the way you will know you will not like me to treat you. Yeah, that's the deal breaker for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Naza. Thank you so much,
you.
Mabel. And thank you
You're
so much to
welcome.
George Washington and to everybody that tried calling in on the show. Unfortunately, we can't answer all the calls. Thank you, Mabel, for pouring your heart on this show. You always do. I mean, I believe your story card, is relatable to someone listening to us, and they have gotten strength from what you shared with us. And if you're undergoing any form of friendship breakup, I want you to know that, I mean, everybody plays a role in, whatever happens in a breakup. So figure out what your role was in that breakup, develop yourself, and know that the world is also filled with great people and amazing people. And I love what Mabel said. I am not a phase. I'm your friend. So you shouldn't outgrow me. And that is what we should look out for. Friends, not phases. Okay? I am rooting for you listening to me. And this show makes a return at the same time, same station at exactly 8 p.m. every Wednesday. I've been your host, Chiwendo. We are flying back to Nigeria. Okay? Naza, thank you. Mabel, thank you. To you that joined on Facebook, thank you so much. I remember I still have pads to give away, sanitary pads to give away. So if you are in need of pad, I'm begging you, please reach out to me on WhatsApp, on maybe my Facebook, Chinwendo Odimwe, on WhatsApp 09098900989. I will deliver the pad to you if you can't make it to Invicta. Okay? Thank you so much for participating. At 10, the Hausa department will be here. Bye.
All your friends will gather you. Grace and blessings cover you. You see this life, make money, chop money, enjoy yourself. Problems don't they finish you. If you want to know